So guys, in this section, we will going to revisit ACL and routing table data structures and how do they work. So in this section, we will going to cover the basics. If you already know or if you already have enough knowledge regarding how access control list work and how routing table works, then you can safely skip this entire section. In this section, I will only going to cover the basics, explaining that at the most basic level how access control list and routing table works. So if you already belong to the networking industry and have sufficient knowledge, then you can safely skip this entire section. So access control list, which we often call as ACLs, are nothing but set of rules with the verdict either permit or deny. So set of rules means are rules which says that either something is permitted or something is denied. ACLs or access control list is used in many real-world softwares and products. In fact, ACLs are extensively used in the networking equipments, which could be firewalls, routers, or switches. All right. So now let us discuss one real-world example of access control list. So here is a sample configuration of access control list, and exactly same format is specified on Cisco devices. So I have shown the access control list whose name is block traffic. So note that access control list have names. In this case, I have chosen a name, block traffic. And this is one access control list with two rules in it. So remember, access control list is a set of rules. And here you can see that it is exactly one access control list whose name is block traffic, but this access control list contains two rules. This is the rule number 1 and this is the rule number 2. All right. And this is exactly Cisco format. If you have an experience of working on Cisco switches, routers, or firewalls, so ACL rule, so these individual lines in the access control list are called rules, and we call them as ACL rules. All right. So ACL rules have a fixed format. The ACL rule starts after the name of the access control list. So this is the starting point of the ACL rule. So ACL rule says that what is the decision, that is permit or deny. So the decision could be either permit or deny and nothing else. All right. The first parameter is the protocol. The second is the source address and source mask, which you can see in this example. And after that, you can specify the destination address and destination mask, which is optional. In fact, the source address and source mask is also optional. You can have an ACL rule which says permit or denied, including the protocol only. So specifying the protocol is a mandatory. After that, everything is optional. So once the packet arrives into your box, and if you have access control list configured, you extract the destination address, a source address, and the protocol value from the IP header of the packet. And once you have the protocol, the source address, and the destination address extracted from the IP header of the packet, you evaluate these parameters against the access control list and see whether these combinations of parameters passes the access control list or not. All right. Now passing the access control list means that exactly which ACL rule these parameters passes. These parameters will be evaluated against the individual ACL rules, and it could be possible that ACL rule 1 may say deny, but the ACL rule 2 may say permit. All right. So we will going to understand that exactly in what order the three parameters, the protocol, source address, and destination, are evaluated against the individual ACL rule of the access control list. It is not necessary that they will be evaluated in the top-down order. It is not necessary. User can configure the ACL rule in any order. We will see shortly that these ACL rules are evaluated against these parameters of the packet in the longest prefix match order. Now what is that? We will going to discuss shortly in the next lecture video. So for now, the takeaway from this slide is that how to specify the ACL rules. Each ACL rule is tied with a verdict which is either deny or could be permit. And every ACL rule has a fixed format to specify. That is the permit followed by protocol followed by source address and mask followed by destination address and mask. The access list has a name, and access list is a collection of ACL rules. So now in the next lecture video, I will show you that how the parameters from the IP header of the packet are evaluated against the access list.